become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
Have you ever been to Xi'an?
Yes, I've been there several times on business trips. But I have never really seen the Terracotta Warriors as it is outside the city.
I've heard many people saying that it is a place worth touring. I really want to see the old walls and Terracotta Warriors one day. Of course, I won't miss the local food either. You know, the site's interests of food and scenery. Food is a key factor when visiting a place.
I agree. As long as the food is not too bizarre. Once I saw some people eating insects. That is frightening.
Sure it is. Is it convenient to get there by plane?
Well, the airport is quite far from the downtown area, but it is still more convenient than taking the train.
Hello. Nice to see you again. I heard you went into hospital for a few days to undergo surgery. I hope everything's okay.
Yes, fine. I had something wrong with my stomach. I won't go into detail, but it wasn't serious.
I really dislike going to a doctor or to a hospital.
I think most people are a little nervous about it. I was really very nervous just before I had the operation. But the anesthetist gave me an anesthetic and the next thing I remember was waking up after the operation.
It must have really hurt afterwards.
Well, the nurse gave me plenty of painkillers, but it did feel uncomfortable. I wasn't permitted to eat anything for 48 hours. That was the worst thing.
I bet you were ready for a thick, juicy steak when you got out of hospital.
I certainly was. However, the doctor gave me a list of food I couldn't eat for another 72 hours, and steak was on the list.
Is there any pain now?
No, not at all. I stopped taking painkillers after a couple of days.
Did they take good care of you in the hospital?
Oh, yes. The nurse were very kind, though they were strict about what I could drink. In the end, I just drank water and nothing else. Everyone was very professional and I actually enjoyed some aspects of my stay.
Betty was in hospital.
I know that. I met her last week, and she looked as pale as death.
She suffers from cancer.
That's too bad. She's been so kind to us all.
Hey, did you hear about Jessica's party this weekend?
Yeah, but I'm still waiting for my invitation.
Oh really? She gave me mine earlier today.
Well, she'll probably just give me my invitation later on today.
Yeah, so are you planning on going?
I think so. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
It really does. I can't wait.
What time does the party start?
It starts at 8 o'clock.
Oh, well, how many people has she given invites to so far?
I'm not sure, but I don't think she's given out that many.
Well, hopefully she'll give me my invite later on today.
Cindy, we were going to try to surprise you for your birthday. But you're just too busy. Can you tell me when you'll be free?
Oh, Brian, that's really sweet of you guys. I would love to get together with all of you. How about Friday?
Great. What time?
I'm free all afternoon. Why don't we meet at 1 o'clock in the lobby?
Hi, Francis. How was your business trip?
It was a nightmare.
What's up?
Actually, the business trip itself was very successful. We arrived on time, we had nice conversations, and we settled some important issues for the next year.
Sounds quite fruitful. Why do you call it still a nightmare then?
Well, the airline lost my luggage on the return flight, and then I lost my carry-on bag when I was tackling with the officers in charge. I left the airport 3 hours later than I expected, and then I was caught in a traffic jam. When I finally got home, I was totally exhausted. But I found the elevator was out of service due to a blackout.
This is really a sad story. Did they trace back your luggage?
I am still waiting for their call.
Take it easy. All sufferings have their reward. It's rather cold, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is.
Shall I light the stove?
That's a good idea.
Well, what's the climate like in your country?
It's mild, but it's not always pleasant.
Which season do you like best?
I like spring. The days are long and the nights are short. The flowers in blue. We go on picnics.
I want to take Shell on a date, but I don't have much money.
What does she like to do?
She likes to golf, dance and eat foreign food.
Sounds like she has pretty pricey tastes.
Well, I really like being with her.
Have you thought about going in Dutch?
Dutch? Where is that?
Not where, what? Dutch means you both pay your own way.
Oh, I wonder if she'll go for that. So, what's new in the kitchen? That refrigerator is new, isn't it?
Yes, I needed a large one. Before, I had a separate refrigerator and freezer, but this has both combined into one.
That's usual nowadays. You've added a few shelves too.
Yes. You know, I've been cooking more kind of food recently and I needed some extra space for spices and ingredients.
Did you buy new cupboards too?
No, I didn't. I gave them a really good clean, so they just look new. The worktop was in poor condition, so I had a new one added.
I see that you have bought several new pots and pans and utensils.
Yes, I have. I need them to help me with these new dishes I'm trying to make. I need a little more practice before I invite guests over.
Looking at the spice rack, I'd say you've been learning how to make Asian food.
Yes, I've always liked Indian and Thai food, so I've been trying to make dishes from those countries. I'm pretty good at making curries now, but I still need practice at making Thai food.
Both kinds of food are becoming popular. Nowadays, it's very easy to pick up the ingredients at the supermarket.
I hope you can stay for dinner. I need a guinea pig.
Hi, come on in. Can I take your coat?
Sure, thanks. I brought you a bottle of wine as well.
You're the first guest to arrive. I'll just put your coat away and then I'll get you something to drink.
Should I take my shoes off?
Whatever you prefer.
This is a very nice place. How long have you been living here now?
Just over 3 weeks. Would you like a drink?
Sure. What do you have?
I've got white wine, red wine, gin and tonics, ginger ale, lemonade, orange juice, and Sprite.
I'll have a glass of red wine, please.
1 glass of red wine coming up.
So how many people are coming for the dinner tonight?
There's just going to be 6 of us tonight.
Oh, I thought there were going to be 8. Who isn't coming?
Marcia and Paul called to cancel at the last moment. Paul was running late and Marcia wasn't feeling well.
That's too bad. They're such good company.
I think there's someone at the door.
Excuse me while I go and get that.
What would you like to do tonight?
I'm not sure.
What about going to a movie?
Okay. Let's go to the cinema to see what's on.
You should have seen the TV show that was on last night. The topic it covered was really interesting: animal rights.
Do you really believe in that? If they are going to focus on something, they should do it on civil rights.
Yes, but we can't deny that animals are vulnerable, defenseless, and are completely at the mercy of human beings.
I understand your point, but we continue to have transgressions against human rights. If so much attention weren't devoted to the topic of animals, we would then concentrate more on saving a human being instead of protecting a koala.
You can't compare apples and oranges. I believe that both topics are important and that we can't ignore them. The mistreatment of animals can cause a great environmental imbalance. I believe that governments should prohibit activities like poaching.
Well, you are right on that point. This is the reason that I don't buy leather and I try to buy synthetic products.
At least you're doing your part. My contribution is to have a pet in the house that I treat like a member of the family.
As long as you don't treat it better than your wife, it's fine.
Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.